Hi, Group 1. It is the SunSage, and thank you so much for tuning in to another pick a card reading. This reading is what do they really want from you? This is where I will take a look at the person you are connected to romantically on a soul level, someone you may have even just met, and you want to know if it's worth your time, right? You want to know what this person really wants from you. It's similar to their intentions, but it actually gets into like, I want their time. I want their energy. I want their support, right? I want this. I want that. So we'll see. We'll take a look at what comes through, but this is what this person will want from you at this time. Okay. So you guys have selected the carnelian. That is what you were drawn to. And you also have, all right, the dark wood tarot. Okay. So let's see what we have. I'm going to grab some messages from the Love Story Oracle. Some themes that can come through, what this person wants from you, Group 1, whoever you are thinking of. That is who I am channeling. Okay, something came out already. All right, memories. All right, so, back to, pulling energies, themes from this person to see what they really want from you. And then I'll clarify with your tarot deck. All right, what does this person really want from you? Chemistry. All right, so you have memories as what they want from you. Chemistry, what they want from you. What do they want from you, Group 1? What do they really want from you right now? Trust. All right, what does this person really want from Group 1? Commitment. Okay. What does this person really want from you? Regret. Okay. So, I have freedom at the bottom of the deck, and I immediately got that this person could want some space right now. And this feels like it could be because there's a healing process necessary. There's a separation for some of you with your person, and you haven't talked, you haven't seen them, but they're not planning to stay out of your life, right? This is from someone who could be requesting just a little bit of freedom right now, just a little bit of space right now, not necessarily to date others or do their thing, right? To hook up and have these random flings. But it mainly feels like a lot of you are connecting to someone who ultimately wants a relationship with you. And so what comes through is that they're kind of self-aware and going, I may not be ready for that. I may not be in a position in my life to offer that consistently to Group 1. And so I want to get myself together. I want to be at peace with some things in my life before I take those big steps. So that could just be, a little, a message about what's coming in from this person, because the things coming through definitely feel like you have somebody who there have been times where you've gotten mixed signals. However, I feel like this person strongly has made it clear to you as well that they do want something real to come from this, as far as an official relationship, as far as a long-term relationship, as far as something that is going to make sense, what y'all have been building, what's been going on, that it wasn't for nothing. So let's start with the memories, right? This person could really want more time with you, more quality time with you in the near future, so that you guys can create memories with one another. Okay. This person feels like they enjoy their experiences with you, just like a minor want. They may want to take more pictures, okay, or more videos, or this may have something to do with social media and wanting to post things, wanting to keep track of the memories that you guys make together. And so some of you may not have even picked this up from your person, but ultimately they may be the type of person where you're going to know that they're official with you because they are posting you, because there's this photographic evidence of your relationship. And so that feels like something this person strongly wants, right? I feel like just off that message alone, for them really wanting memories with you, this is saying they want more experiences to create those memories, because the memories they have are fond as it is, right? And so let's see what actually comes through for why they would really want memories with you. Clarify this. 3 of Pentacles. I think this really does come through as this person wanting to have some sort of social document, of you guys' time together. The Three of Pentacles is anything you do together, anything you do collaborating, they want to document it with photographs and videos and posting about it, right? In these modern times, it can definitely be about social media, but it can also just be about, I want, more experiences that we have together, and I want to take pictures, even if we don't post them, even if I don't, feel the need to show them off, I can have them for myself, right? And this doesn't feel like, them wanting some type of just naughty pictures. That could be a part of it. But this person with this Three of Pentacles is saying our meaningful moments, the moments that we're really together, enjoying each other, getting along, making things work between us. I want to have memories of that, right? Especially if things get kind of complicated between you sometimes, or if things are a little confusing right now, right? This person just wishes they had more like something to show that you guys were at some point intact, on the same page, in unison. Clarify this Three of Pentacles with memories for what they really want from you. Definitely. Page of Swords. So this is about social media energy. The moon in the reverse at the bottom, I actually like it with this energy because it kind of feels like it's confirming I don't want to be on the low couple, right? I don't want to be in a relationship or connecting to somebody I can't show off, that is hidden from the world. And so the Page of Swords energy with that Three of Pentacles and memories definitely comes through as this person feeling like not only do they want more experiences, but they want to be able to show people, right, who they're connected to and the experiences you guys are having when you get back to that good place, when you get back to, or when you do get to a place where it's more serious, right? Because there will be a mix of you here. Some of you have somebody and you guys are separated. Y'all are not talking, not getting along. And then others of you are like, I just met this person and I feel like they've enjoyed their time with you. And so there's energies, or it's a new connection, right? You didn't just have to meet them 3 weeks ago, but you could have met them a couple of months ago and you guys are still getting things off the ground. And so overall, the type of person that you're connecting to, group one, this person wants more to show the world with the Page of Swords. I feel like there's something almost coming through about them liking to make people jealous. That could just be like, again, a small note for some of you connecting to somebody. They may like to make people curious about them. Oh, who's that? Oh, what are they up to? They like the interest. They like generating that interest. They like people. They like being the topic of conversation. And so that's something that you may not know. But the moon in the reverse definitely gave me an energy that this person wants to come out of hiding. If there's been no sort of real acknowledgement publicly of your connection, and there are others that are really ready for prime time in the near future, because this moon in the reverse is, I don't want to be behind the scenes with this relationship, right? I want to take it full steam out into the world where we are visible, where people can see our love forming, or where people can see us getting to know each other. That feels like something important to them. Chemistry. So what your person could really want from you right now, they may feel like you're holding back. Okay. They may already pick up that y'all have chemistry. They may already know that there's an intense chemistry between you, but something is happening right now where they could feel like there's a need for more of it because you're holding back, or there's a effort on your part, a strategic effort to give them bits and pieces. And so they're like, I just want a little more chemistry with us. I want us to really be able to show this spark that we have between each other. Okay. Let's see why chemistry shows up. Why is chemistry here for what this person really wants from you? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. So this person knows that you guys have a lot in common. Let me see how I can try to do this. Because, yeah, YouTube's a little different these days with these cards, I'm not going to hold it up too long, but yeah, that chemistry with the Queen of Pentacles is definitely coming through as wanting something valuable, and that valuable thing that they want is more spark spark from you. They could feel like you're somewhat demure in a Queen of Pentacles energy, holding back a little bit at times. This person feels like you have a wild side to you. They want you to come out of a shell for some of you. And I get it, right? You may not feel comfortable doing that. You may feel like this person hasn't earned that. There could be many reasons why those of you in this group feel like you have chemistry with this person, but there's a sense that you want to try to be a little bit subdued about it. Why is this Queen of Pentacles here? They want this. So for some of you, there's a literal sort of reference with the rabbit or the hare there about fertility. They could want this relationship, the chemistry that you guys have, to manifest into you having a family together. What's the, I pick up strong fertility vibes with that Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, these are kind of mismatched energies. The Queen of Pentacles and a Knight of Cups in reverse. And so it could feel like you're dealing with someone, it's like opposites attract. Y'all have some differences. It's like you have this chemistry, but there's also something they may have to pull out of you. It feels like work. It feels like sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle to get you comfortable. And so I do feel like this person believes that you guys have way more chemistry than it feels like at times, and they feel like they want to try to make you comfortable. Again, they may not have earned it with this Knight of Cups in the reverse. Why is that here? It's the Hanged Man, Pisces, strong Piscean energy, by the way. I feel like this person, there's been a test of their loyalty for some of you that they may have failed at, and you pulled back, right? And I do feel like that came with them being a little flirtatious. Something about that chemistry feels like they may have like chemistry with like a lot of people sometimes, and they demonstrated that online, or you saw evidence of that and it was a turn off. And so that Knight of Cups in the reverse could want you to be more, there's something here almost about this person withholding more emotions for you, more expressing their feelings for you because they want you to go first or something, or they want you to prove that you're all they need. That's a specific message, but the Hangman is saying that you're both still a little on the fence about one another, and there's more you need to see. I feel like this person wants you to surrender for sure. This person definitely feels like they have a desire to go deeper into the connection you're already building, and that takes somewhat of a surrender with the Hangman energy, to just go with the flow. They may want you to be, so you may be dealing with somebody who considers you to be a little stuck up, a little, like kind of like held back a little, and they may want you to be a little more free, a little more wild, a little more in a Queen of Wands energy. Again, for some of you, you may feel like they haven't earned that from you, or you were that and then they did something and so you had to pull back a little bit. But there's energies they want more of, this wildness, this fun energy coming from you. Okay, so it's kind of like opposites attract, but I almost pick up that you guys weren't always opposites. You definitely had a lot in common. You came to the table wanting the same things with one another, until that Knight of Cups in reverse energy maybe showed you that they weren't mature enough, or they weren't ready, something like that. And so they really want your trust right now, okay? I do feel where there was some hesitation moving forward with them, or you were unable to really invest in them the way you have desired to. But this person feels like they want to be seen as more trustworthy by you. They want to be seen as somebody who is over making the foolish mistakes, who's done doing things that are going to compromise this relationship and possibly end it. And so them wanting your trust at this time, yeah, the High Priestess, they want you to believe that they do have good intentions with you. That came through very strongly. They want you to believe that they have good intentions. Clarify this, High Priestess. Again, strong Piscean energy here. Why is the High Priestess showing up? Gemini is also here. Six of Cups in the reverse. Forget the past. Yeah, they want you to take a look at who they are now or who they are about to present themselves as. So this person is going through somewhat of a makeover personality wise, and who they've been to you as a romantic partner feels like it's going to be somewhat of a change. That Knight of Cups in the reverse is transforming to this King of Cups upright. And so now it makes sense that this person has made some mistakes. They were too friendly. They were too unserious here. And so basically them coming in at the right time feels like it's going to be about their transformation being fully complete, and them feeling like they want you to forget the past them. They would like for you guys to move on. And what they really want from you is for you to trust them, believe they have good intentions, believe they're not going to run in and out of this connection, and believe that they're looking forward with you and not towards the past with someone else. With that Six of Cups in the reverse, got that very clearly here. Scorpio showing up. All right. So what your person really wants from you is commitment. All right. Let's see. I mean, this is, this King of Cups here is definitely saying that my feelings are genuine. And that was one of the things I wanted to be able to pick up in this style of reading. Is it worth, like, are their intentions pure, right? And so I do feel like this King of Cups energy that trust me, please. I'm doing better. I'm transforming. I'm a different person. This almost feels like someone about to plead their case to you. I don't see where they're doing it now, but I see where they're about to, or they're about to make it clear to you. You're different than the others. I'm different than I used to be. Can we make this work, right? With that commitment. So that King of Cups is definitely telling me this person really wants real love, okay? Which can lead or will lead to a committed relationship that feels to be their desire with you. And so when it comes to commitment, in this group, there will be a mix of, I want to make things serious with you and date you more. I want to introduce you to my family, to my parents, to my kids, to my siblings, to my friends. I want to move in with you. I want to marry you. I'm prepared to be your fiance, that type of energy. So there are different levels of commitment coming through, but you actually feel like you have somebody who really wants that committed energy to expand in this relationship from whatever level it is now. Okay, let's take a look at what commitment is saying. Okay, the Five of Cups for what they really want with you with this commitment. I feel like they want to make up for the past wrongs that they did. We do have regret there, and we'll get to it, but the Five of Cups also mentions regret. I actually feel like this person has wronged you, okay? Even if it's like a newer person, even if it's like somebody that you were just getting to know, they dropped the ball, either one big time, like they did something really messy, or they dropped the ball a few times and you're starting to lose faith in them. And so this Tower in the reverse is almost them wanting to go, let me repair what I broke. Okay. Let me repair in this connection what fell apart because of my actions. All right. Those Tower moments are something that they didn't try hard enough to avoid, and they may have ran right into them. They may have created them. There may have been third party stuff happening. There may have been dishonesty from your person. But what they really want right now is an opportunity to redeem themselves here and to turn things around. They feel very regretful in this Five of Cups energy. And in order to have a commitment with you, it's almost as if they're picking up, I can't do that without being 100% genuinely apologetic about the behaviors I demonstrated in the past. Okay, what's this Five of Cups? More water energy, guys. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There's some Capricorn energy here. There's definitely Virgo, Taurus. Why is the Five of Cups here? Thank you. It's, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Perfectly showing that this person had issues being faithful, being consistent. And I feel like the Knight of Wands in the reverse is reassurance coming from them. I'm changing that behavior, right? Because the Knight of Wands upright is going to do whatever they want, is going to take action in whatever direction they feel brings them the most passionate, or the most like instant gratification type of reward. This Knight of Wands in the reverse is saying they're thinking a little bit more, a little bit harder about their behaviors. And so in order to have a commitment, for some of you that aren't hearing from this person, or there's just like light communication, I don't pick up that all of y'all are silent with your person. I do pick up that there's maybe some minimal communication and that it still hasn't reached the level of, so what are we, or what do we want out of this type dialogue. But I feel like first, this person knows they have to turn their behaviors around. They were too flirty. They were way too friendly. And so what they really want for you is to trust that they are doing everything possible right now to rid themselves of bad habits, of those toxic patterns. For those of you where that applies, not everybody's toxic just because y'all aren't compatible, but it does come through that this person had behaviors where it was like they want you, right, in your full Queen of Pentacles form, not holding back and being their future while still playing around and possibly having options. What's this Knight of Wands in the reverse? Ooh, let me do that again. But I saw the Devil and I got the Five of Swords. This is strong confirmation that this person did betray you. If that's too strong of a word, this person, again, demonstrated behaviors where you questioned their loyalty and if they were even ready for this. What's the Knight of Wands in the reverse? Thank you. With this Five of Cups and commitment. For some of you, I'll be honest here about this. The Page of Cups, it does come through that the only reason they may want commitment now is because they feel like they're about to lose you. So this is a very strong sense of regret coming from your person. This is somebody who knows they messed up, and there's definitely an acknowledgement of where they messed up, but it feels like you were asking for something from them or wanting something from them that they were not willing to give. And it wasn't until you started to pull back a little bit, you started to close off your chemistry you were having with them in order to make your decisions about whether you wanted to continue this or not. It's not that you still don't want them or have chemistry with them or care for them. It's that you realize you were giving more of yourself than possibly they were giving to you. And so now what it looks like is this is someone who wants to come in very sincerely apologetic, by the way, wanting to make things work kind of after they mess things up. Okay, I strongly pick up that they mess things up with you here. And so this is someone who wants you to see them in a different light. They're picking up that you see them currently as a Knight of Wands in the reverse. Reckless, don't care about my feelings. Somebody who is not ready to settle down. They think you see them as a Knight of Cups in the reverse. Someone who's very flirtatious, unable to handle their emotions, unable to really filter out the difference between good, positive relationships and relationships that are just about fulfilling temporary needs here. So, yeah, that Page of Cups feels like a sincere, genuine apology. It does feel like I'm picking up that this person really wants to connect with you or reconnect with you from a new perspective. They know they have to start over for a lot of them. And so a part of that starting over is I'm working on these behaviors in order for us to move forward. I realize I got to get rid of my friendship circle. I got to get rid of the socializing. I got to get rid of doing this. I got to get rid of doing that. Whatever your person feels like they needed to do, just know that the Knight of Cups in the reverse, even the Six of Cups in the reverse, and that Knight of Cups in the reverse, the Knight of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse, and that Six of Cups in the reverse are saying that they want to turn over a new leaf. The past them is something they want to put in the past and leave it there. Okay. So what do they really want from you? Regret here. I feel like this is more about them because we've already seen them come through with a sense of regret. I think they want you to acknowledge that they're regretful, right? And so I'm not picking up that they want you to experience regret. I think this is almost coming through as they want you to feel sorry for them or have sympathy for the fact that they are regretful. So let's clarify that. What does this person really want from you? Group one. All right. that new beginning, Ace of Pentacles. So it's confirmed that this person wants you to have sympathy for them, right? You know, they aren't owed it necessarily, but this person does feel as if what they really want from you with the Three of Swords here at the bottom too, is that you see how hurt they are, that they've hurt this connection in some way, that they're trying. I think that's the strongest message. I'm trying, right? I'm trying to make this right. I'm trying to do my best. Again, you don't have to accept that, but I do feel strongly that this is someone who feels very regretful about the behaviors they had towards you. They know they've hurt you. They know that they backtracked at some point. They know that they haven't been demonstrating their best example of their highest self here. But I do feel like what they really want from you is an opportunity to start over. It feels like something that only you can grant, because they may have been trying to call you or apologize to you or talk to you, and you're not responding to that. All right, let's see what the Ace of Pentacles is saying. All right, let's try again. All right. Okay. So we have two, the King of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Please accept. I feel broken right now. I'm devastated. I want to return to you, but I need to know that you're going to allow me back, right? This King of Pentacles energy is actually the counterpart to the Queen. And what we were seeing was this Queen was dealing with Knights in the reverse, which was very disheartening, because it feels like as much as this person wanted to only be wild and free and flirty with you, they had temptations to kind of do it with others. This is a full-on, I want to be exclusive type vibe. This is letting you know that it did take, for this person at least, pain, hurting you, seeing you walk away, feeling like you were being dismissive of them, for them to really want to get their act together here. I'm sorry, this is how it was. So it feels like this person has somewhat humbled themselves in this energy, and there's going to be some sort of effort to come towards you. And I'm going to take a look at that in the extended. And so as I go into the extended, I'm going to take a look at what they think you want from them right now. Okay. If anything, right? I'm also going to take a look at what they want to happen between you, group one. All right. What they really want to happen. I'll use a different deck to see if we get some similar messages, different messages, go a little deeper. I am going to grab some oracle messages from your person, and which will give us that deeper look. And I also want to take a look at your advice when dealing with them, okay? Because these are the things that are coming through that they really want, and then I'll see what you're being encouraged to do about it, okay? So group one, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I do appreciate you. I am headed to the extended. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, check out the details in the description box. I will talk to you soon. I am headed to the extended now. Hi, group two. It's the SunSage, and thank you all so much for tuning in to this next pick a card reading, which is what do they really want from you? All right. So this is where I take a look at someone you're connected to on a romantic or soul level to see what it is they really want, right? This is where we will see if they want symbolic things, support, emotional support, or if they want like literal things, right? You to be more hands-on with them. So this is where I see what they really want, and whatever comes through, I will relay. All right. So group two, whoever you are thinking of, whoever you are dealing with, connected to, this doesn't have to be someone you've been in like a long connection with, right? This could be somebody that you just met. This could be somebody that you're married to. This will just be some insight into that person and what they're really wanting from you right now. Okay. So you have the sodalite. That is what you were drawn to. All right. And the Mystic Mondays Tarot. Okay, so I am going to grab some messages from the Love Story Oracle to get these themes out of what this person really wants first, and then we'll clarify with your deck. Okay, so group two, what does your person really want from you right now? What do they really want from you right now? Thank you. Self-love. What does your person really want from you right now? Codependency. What does your person really want from you right now? Effort. Fear. Okay. What does your person really want from you right now? All right. Regret. Okay. So look, I feel like a lot of you are dealing with somebody who may have some narcissistic tendencies here. I don't throw that word out casually, caution, but I'm picking up someone who almost has an inability to see how their strong demands and wants from you without the desire to reciprocate, how emotionally taxing that is on you just because it's beneficial to them. So that's just where I use the word narcissist, but so caution. You do have this message. What this person could really want from you is, I feel like it's a mix. Sometimes I do pick up in the readings that you deal with people who are self-aware. And as egotistical as they are, as much as they feel very selfish, there's almost something that's able to peek through that persona and go, run, get away from me right now. I'm not the best person to connect to right now. I'm a bit of a red flag. I'm showing you these behaviors because I'm trying to push you away, right? And so some of you may be connecting to someone who feels like right now what they really want from you is a mix of, yeah, I want you to stick it out with me. I want you to stay with me through the hard times, but I also feel like you don't deserve to have to do that, right? So let's break down these messages here and see what comes through. If there's a little bit of clarity or sort of reasoning behind these messages coming from your person and what they could really want. That caution, though, definitely feels like what they really want is for you to maybe be more perceptive about them. It's almost like somebody who keeps doing things because they want you to catch them, or because they want you to be done with them, or because they want you to put some boundaries up, right? And instead of communicating, I'm not honest, I'm, really sneaky, whatever. It's like they want to demonstrate these behaviors and force you to take that type of action so they can kind of get off. They don't have to be responsible for hurting you in that way, right? Well, you broke up with me, you left me, so I don't really have to have that guilt. So somebody like that, okay? What this person really wants from you is self-love. And so I do feel like a lot of you, when you met this person, there was a confidence, there was a light, and somewhere along the way they felt like it dimmed a little bit, right? They picked up on some insecurities that a lot of them, I feel like they took advantage of that. But there was a side of you that attracted them that felt strong. You felt resilient. You felt determined. You felt like someone who had boundaries. And so your person could be feeling like that when you almost became too trusting of them, too giving to them, almost to the point of not questioning sort of their motives. It was almost like they were able to reveal some of their darker energies to you, whether that was what they meant or not. That's how it played out. And it feels as if they're almost crying to have boundaries back in the relationship, a confident you back in the relationship. All right. So let's see why we have self-love here. Ace of Cups. That is self-love. That is love. That is self-love. Let's go back to the beginning. You, group 2. This person feels like what they're asking for. And this is where tarot can be helpful, like insightful. Your person may be acting out. Again, we've established there's a little bit of a communication failure on their part, but there's an acting out energy playing out when it comes to them, where it feels as if they want you to do what's best for you. And they're going to keep subconsciously, most likely, doing things that tick you off, push you away, creates conflict between you so that you can stand up to them, right? It's kind of like somebody picking with you, poking at you, wanting a fight, wanting that confrontation. And, of course, if they get it, they could regret it. But the fact is, you're dealing with somebody who kind of feels like they almost are saying, I miss when you were strong. I miss when you were, when you would give it to me as good as I gave it. There's something that they're attributing in the beginning of your connection that existed with this page of Princess of Pentacles when you first met each other, when you were getting to know each other, that they were learning about you, that feels like because you fell in love with them, because you had a strong desire to be with them and make it work no matter the cost, a lot of those boundaries were released. And so this person could really want your love for sure. The way they may go about it definitely screams narcissistic, but at the same time, this person feels like there was a side of you that they connected to that felt like it was their motivation to be a better person. And that's something that feels like they've dropped the ball on along the way of your connection. Ace of Cups, self-love. Why do we have this here? For what they really want from you right now. Thank you. The Five of Pentacles, the lack of, something is lacking, something is missing. It is confirmed, right? And so, of course, you are welcome to interpret this and their behaviors anyway. But the fact is, you are dealing with somebody who feels as if there's a side of you that was present and that was strong when they first connected to you. And now it feels like that is no longer there. I'm going to clarify this Five of Pentacles, but yeah, I mean, it just feels very clear. Magician. This person has a way of kind of communicating to you by not communicating to you. I want you to be who you used to be when it came to me, right? There was a magic in your connection that they picked up. There was something, the reason why there was a magic, by the way, is because they were noticing themselves starting to change, starting to become more open, starting to realize that this relationship was something that was what was better for them than the alternative, right? Life they were wanting to live. And so that tells me that you have somebody who was starting to transform and turn their lives around. And it feels like they did something, or they did like a couple of things where you let them get away with it, or you didn't really hold them to it, really didn't hold them accountable, and they started to just keep doing things. Right? You'll notice, right? Nope. They were like, they started to ghost me. We've been back and forth with this. And so it became that pattern, right? And so this person feels like there's a magic missing from your connection, almost as if there's something coming through where they want you to present yourself again as that person that they fell in love with. Or else they're going to keep like picking at you and doing things they know bothers you because there's a lack of respect on their part. And they also feel like there's a side of you that for them is no longer challenging. Okay. And so codependency shows up as what this person really wants from you. I feel like this is kind of that energy, that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. I want what's best for you. I want you to stand up to me and respect, have respect for your boundaries. But I also want you to be completely, absolutely 100% connected to me and no one else. Right. And so codependency comes through as what this person really wants is, I was about to say, an unhealthy relationship, and the Hierophant flipped out in the reverse. They want some sort of relationship where it feels like you are not at your strongest self. And yet, again, there's an inner voice, an inner part of them that is like, please resist this. Please fight this, right? Like they want you to do the work. They want you to do all the work for sure. This is just somebody that feels like they put you through a lot. And they do it because they feel like they can. Okay. This is someone who wants you to do wifely duties without any sort of commitment. This is someone who wants you to play the long-term partner role in their life without really giving you any assurance that you guys are going to have that officially, exclusively. This is someone who just has really bad relationship patterns where the fact that they connect to you is enough for them to think of it as a relationship, but they don't have to be loyal to you. They don't have to be honest with you. They don't have to give you reciprocal energy, right? And so the moon is telling me that what you're not seeing is that, sure, there's energies that this person keeps things from you and hides things, and what they really want is you to stay blind to that. But I almost pick up that they want you to find yourself, the you that they connected to in the beginning, and start challenging them on that, or start challenging on them on that again. What's the Hierophant? I have a Taurus here. Also Aries, Gemini. All right, Two of Pentacles. It's still like they're putting like the work on you, because we go right into effort, and I'll get into it, but it feels like they're putting the work on you to turn the dynamic of this relationship around. Somewhere there was a shift. So the best way I can kind of explain this is when you meet somebody and they are trying to get to know you, and you are in your true form, your rare form. You are interesting and you have these boundaries. Let's say they call you past 8 p.m. so you don't answer. In the beginning, you don't really care how they feel about that, or if they're going to not talk to you again, because you don't have an attachment to them yet, or you don't have a relationship with them, right? And so that's how it was. It was something that pulled them in, your strength. And oh, I like how, group 2 talks back. I like how group 2 challenges me. I like how group 2 plays hard to get. For some of you, I like how group 2, makes me work for it, right? And then, of course, you started to adjust, to adapt to how this relationship was forming, because you started to like them more. You started to fall in love with them, for some of you. And so what became was, okay, they call me at 10 o'clock. I'll take it, right? Because we're like connecting now, right? So I could totally, do this. Whatever the thing is that it feels like, this person believes you had more boundaries in the beginning. Whatever those things are, whatever that thing is, right? It feels as if they needed that for number one, but they could subconsciously want it back because it was what created excitement for them about this connection. Somewhere you guys may have gotten lax on those boundaries, and what it has created is a codependent relationship with no real substance, no commitment, no exclusive energy. They don't really feel a strong desire to commit or be loyal here. And so while they do want that, again, subconsciously, it's coming through that they feel the best way to get it is to push you to take some sort of action towards them, where the dynamic shift happens again. They have all the control. And I almost feel like they want to say, please take this control from me. Please, before I keep not knowing what to do with me in this relationship, please, and so that's what I'm picking up when this person says what they really want from you is caution. What they really want is for you to see through them again. See that they're lying again. See that they're not being clear about their communication because they're hiding something again, right? They want you to go back to having those boundaries. And so we go into effort for what they want from you, right? And so for a lot of you, that feels like audacity. How could they want more effort when it feels like you guys have done something here where you've shown, right, and demonstrated how much you care about them? This person feels like y'all's relationship is just really, I wanted to use the term unaligned. I use that for group 1. I feel like this is a little more unhinged than unaligned. It feels like a relationship that's gotten out of control and neither of you are at the wheel, right? And so the effort that they could really want from you feels like it's coming from somebody who's needy. Okay, they're very needy and they do want you to be codependent on them, but they also want a sense that, again, you are going to create some boundaries for this relationship. It's just very interesting that they want both. They want easy from you because they can get away with more stuff, but it's almost like they feel like that's not the right way to do it. And so I'm not going to change until group 2 forces me to. I'm not going to respect them until they force me to. This typically happens when, again, someone's getting too comfortable. The dynamic shift is they have more control and don't know what to do with that. They're not able to lead the connection. And so they just walk all over you. Okay. And so some of you may reject that definition of what's happening in your connection. But based on what this person really wants, I do feel that they want more coddling, more. This doesn't feel like genuine effort, right? I want you to call me more. I want you to, love me more. This feels like someone who is very controlling, saying, whatever game I'm playing, I want you to be down with it. What's the effort? Five of Swords. And then we have Death, which I'll get to in a second. But that Five of Swords does tell it all. Your person is being very conniving and shady, right? And so I feel like what they really want from you is ultimately they are trying to get you to like push them away and leave them alone. Because they feel like they're not good enough for you. Okay, that's a genuine sentiment from the subconscious, from the higher vibrational energy in them. And then there's a part of them that feels like they want effort, but didn't I say it's not a genuine sort of, you don't do enough of this, right? I feel like you guys do it all. I feel like you guys do more than enough. But this person is greedy and this person is selfish, and they're going to take whatever you allow to be taken, basically, is what they are saying in this energy, right? And so this person feels like, again, there needs to be some sort of change or shift in the dynamic so that they don't have all of this control, because they clearly don't know what to do with it. What typically happens when you pick up on this energy in relationships, you do start changing things. I'm not going to respond to their calls. I'm not going to invite them over. I'm not going to have sex with them. And then that's when you start to see some respect filter in. That's when you start to see some of those behaviors changing for some of you, right? And so this person really feels as if they got comfortable. And a part of that is you fell in love. And a part of that is them feeling like they know you don't want to be alone. And so they're abusing that. What's the Five of Swords with the effort? The Moon again. It's almost like your person is reading you. I know how much group 2 loves me, and so I'm going to keep taking what I can get from it. Okay? What this person really wants from you, I'll just say, from, again, that subconscious higher place, disappear on them. Fight back. Stand up for yourself. Challenge them again. What is the Moon? Since that can be the unknown energy, it's the King of Wands. This is you. This isn't your person. This would be you. This is what they really want from you. They want authority. You to take control again, you to put them in their place, because it's almost like they're taunting you that if you don't do this, I will continue to run around behaving like this. And so this is toxic. That is very sort of, I'm trying to just think of the word that I feel best fits this type of energy. It's kind of difficult sometimes because you don't want to diagnose people. I'm not a doctor, and you don't want to call out and expose things in people, but there's definitely some sort of mental and emotional stuff going on with this person where it feels like they have issues with authority. And yet they know that that's what they need, some direction and authority. And so they're almost saying, I'm going to continue to act out of control. I'm going to continue to give bare minimum. I'm going to continue to give you this distorted version of a relationship as long as you let me. Because as long as you don't stand up to me, put me in my place, I'm going to assume you're good with this. Okay. Fear. Okay. A lot of you, again, will reject this, but this person feels like they know you have a fear of being alone. We'll see what comes through with it for the actual fear, but I pick up they almost feel like you have a fear of abandonment, a fear of non-committal energies leaving you, and so you try to please people. Okay, you want to say you say yes, more than you should. All right, what is this fear for what they really want from you? 10 of Pentacles here. That goes to the commitment energy. They feel like, you know, what they really want from you is a healthy relationship, but they're hoping that you are so turned off by how they're behaving and the things that they're doing that you will go, I don't want a relationship. And this is the type of person, group 2, that'll go, I hope I ruin them for all relationships because I don't want to see group 2 with anybody else. And so I hope this makes them not trust people anymore, right? Sometimes, you know, for some of you that are willing to admit it, I've been there, but you stop dealing with somebody and you're like, I don't want anyone to have them. I don't want them to have a healthy relationship with anybody. That is definitely a low vibrational energy. But like I said, I'm willing to admit that I've been there, but that's what it feels like this person is saying. I want to totally F up your views of relationships so that if I want to, I can have another chance with you and we can get this right at some point, whenever in the future, maybe not right now, but also so that when that time comes, you haven't established something with someone else because you were so afraid to do this again. What's the 10 of Pentacles with fear? The Princess of Swords, confirming that this person is definitely antagonistic towards you. Their behaviors are they're definitely gaslighters, okay? Their behaviors are very intentional, all right? They want to one moment push you to standing up to them and challenging them. And then the next moment they want to push you to more insecurity. And so I feel like you're struggling with a person who at times you are dealing with them in the high vibrational self, right? Wanting what's best for you, wanting you guys to get along and establish something healthy. And then there's the other side of them that is quite antagonistic and this is the side that likes to poke at you and let me see how you're going to respond. I don't know if I've heard masculine energies that do this. Let me call them with like a girl in the background and see if it gets them mad. And then they get mad when the girl gets to yelling and cursing them out. It makes them laugh. Like people like that. It's not funny. Like I don't even like some of the jokes sometimes, the couples jokes online. I get it, you know, have a sense of humor, but I just feel like it's a way of playing with somebody's feelings. You know how your lover is going to respond to that. They love you. Of course, they don't want to think that you're on the phone with somebody else or that you're cheating on them. Do you know what happens in a person where in that moment when they feel like that's what they're hearing, they don't know it's a joke and they feel like you're genuinely doing that. So I feel like this is somebody like that who likes to pick at you, do things that they know could either make you jealous or make you get more insecure, tap into your fears. It's like a mix of them liking you fearful and yet wanting you to go back to being strong again, right? Because the fearful you they can play with, the strong you they couldn't. Regret. Group 1 got this. And I was like, I told them something totally opposite of what I'm about to tell you guys. Your person wants you to be fearful and to operate from insecurity. Your person, what they really want from you is to fear so strongly that they will leave you for someone else, that you will regret standing up for yourself. It's like a really confusing type of personality. And I do feel like sometimes the best thing to do in situations like this, in the extent that I do get your advice for dealing with this person. All right. So what you are encouraged to do in order to handle this and get a grip on this connection, because this person is out of control. This connection has lost its, way. And I feel like this person is getting worse in a sense for a lot of you, or will. What is this regret for what they really want from you? Why would somebody want regret from you? 2 of Wands. They want you to doubt your path. They want you to feel at your lowest. 10 of Swords here. They want you to feel weak. They want you to feel defeated. That's the 5 of Swords too, that sense of defeat, so that they can run amok in your life, right? Sometimes energies like this, they do a series of bad things emotionally, and maybe even, literally just do things. so that you do break up with them or separate from them, or you get so upset that when they do come back with an apology, it means that much more to you, because their energy is so strong that it impacts how you feel about yourself and the situation. So they know that they have the power to hurt you, strip you of your power and control of yourself and your emotions, create doubt within you. And then they also know that apology that may not even be genuine holds weight too. So this person is a control freak in a sense. And I feel like sometimes they want you to doubt your path. I also feel like they don't want you to move on to someone else. So I feel like this very strongly is about they want you to stay dealing with them. They want you to kind of develop. Oh, okay. All right. They want you to kind of develop a mindset of nobody's faithful, so I'll be by myself. Like sometimes when I see people like, I'm just going to be single, and I'm going to be like, no, don't announce that. That's what they want, you know? But, you know, people got to vent. People got to process stuff how they process it. But this person wants you to be online posting stuff about, I'm done with relationships. I regret dealing with this person, so that nobody else could stand a chance with you. They want to ruin you to that degree. What's the Two of Wands? Knight of Swords, confirming every last bit of that. This is somebody who wants you to be so turned off and fed up with their antics and behaviors that you don't give anyone else a chance. So that leaves it clear for them. The ultimate message that came through from your person was what they really want from you is caution. What they really want from you is to see what they're doing and how intentional it is, and how it's almost having the exact effect on you that they want it to have. You have Libra here, Gemini, Leo showing up. You also have Aries, Sagittarius here, Earth energies, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So in the extended, I'm going to take a look at what this person thinks you really want from them right now, what this person wants to happen between you in this connection. And I'm also going to take a look at some advice when dealing with this person. Okay. So group 2, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to what could be, you know, a very difficult message. But for those of you that are looking for more insight, I am headed to the extended. I thank you all so much. I appreciate you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. If you are interested in a personal reading, maybe this was too general for you, make sure you check out the details in the description box. But for those of you that need more insight into this situation and this person, I am headed to the extended right now to see what comes through. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon. Hello, group 3. It's the SunSage, and thank you so much for tuning in to another pick a card reading. This pick a card is what do they really want from you, okay? So this is for those of you connecting to someone you really like, you really love, you're ready to go to the next level. You just want to know what this person really wants. So this can be insight into your person and some of their motives, intentions here, right? Motives and intentions here. So what do they really want? Like I told the other groups, it can come through as, oh, they really want quality time. They want more forehead kisses, or they really, you know, things that come through as a symbolic, but they could want tangible things. What do they really want from you? They want, you know, a partner who makes a lot of money. Like, I just want to see what comes through. All right. This doesn't have to be for those of you in long connections. This can be for you if you just met somebody and you're interested in seeing, is this going to be worth it? Right? Is this person really here for the right reasons when it comes to me? So whatever you are, whatever insight you are looking for when it comes to this topic, I'm going to tap into it for who you are dealing with and see what they really want from you. Okay. So let's get started. You guys have the rose quartz here. That is what you were drawn to. And you also have the Wizard's Tarot. All right. So I'm going to grab some themes from the Love Story Oracle, or some just main points of what this person wants, and then we'll expand on those with the tarot. All right. So group 3, whoever you are thinking of, whoever you are connected to, whoever you are dealing with, in a relationship with, what do they really want from you? What do they really want from group 3 right now? If I called you group 2, sorry. Group 3, what does your person really want from you right now? Flirt. Okay. What does this person really want from group 3? Thank you so much. What does your person really want from you, group 3? Family in the reverse. Interesting. What do they really want from you right now? Fun. Okay. What does your person really want from you? Romance. What does this person really want from you? Memories. This has come through in every single reading, a group. Okay. And then we have self-worth. Okay. So what I get from this is somebody who likes the way you're making them feel. They want more of that. I feel like you are someone who they would say, I really want you to keep making me feel like this, like I'm worthy, like I'm that, that person, like I'm just the best thing you've ever connected to, right? This person really enjoys you. They really enjoy your spirit. They really enjoy your personality here. It's coming through that they're very grateful they connected to you. I'm going to break these down with the tarot, but I pick up a lot of what I need to pick up here. And so I feel like you have someone whose confidence has shot up through their connection to you. Someone who feels as if they have tapped into their highest self. They are possibly one of those people who would say, you're bringing out the best in me, or you brought out the best in me. And so self-worth feels like a very special message to you. You make me feel worthy. I want more of that, right? This person really wants you to continue in that energy, right? And so self-worth could also be for what this person really wants from you is they want you to see how beautiful you are, how great you are. Maybe you've had conversations with this person where you're like, I know, I'm not the hottest, people do that all the time. And this person is like, are you kidding me, right? Just think about some of the things you may have said to this person, some of the things you may have hinted at you were insecure about, in moments you were feeling vulnerable. They really took to heart some of the things you were telling them. And it's almost like it's coming through. They want you to see what they see. I wish you could see how beautiful you are. I wish you could see how special you are. I wish you could see that the way you make me feel is the way I want to make you feel. So you have somebody who's definitely smitten by you, right? I feel very confident saying that here. This person is certainly intrigued. The King of Cups wanted to show up. The Ace of Wands is here. All right. The Queen of Pentacles wanted to be seen. And so you have a person who really does admire and respect you in this energy. And so let's see what comes through. I think someone is either falling in love with you. Okay. Let's say you just met them. There's a lot of flirtatious behavior going on. You guys know how to, keep it exciting, keep it sexy. They love it. And for others of you, if you're deeper into this connection, it still feels fresh. It still feels like it did when y'all first connected, right? And so this person is saying, don't change for most of you, all right? So we have flirt, all right? This person is definitely happy with the level of passion they feel from you. It's exciting, right? It's a fun connection. You're vibing with this person on a very personal level, and they don't take it for granted, okay? They really feel like they're connecting to someone very special. I feel so much in this flirt. Sometimes when flirt comes through, I'm like, girl, they just want to play around. But this, because of what's surrounding it, I'm picking up someone who likes how things are right now, right? They're very sort of reluctant to lose the spark you guys have. Sometimes that people feel like that happens. Once we make it official, we lose the spark. Once we get married, it's not going to be exciting. So there is a little reluctance in their energy for some of you to officially make this happen or to officially take things to the next level because it's so exciting for them as it is. But I do feel with that flirt, this is somebody who is never bored with your energy and who feels like what they really want from you is for it to stay like this and for more energy like this. So let's keep going. What is flirt here for what this person really wants from you, group 3? Eight of Pentacles. All right. They don't want you guys to ever lose this, so you feel like someone who keeps it exciting intentionally, right? You may be the person who plans the dates. You're always coming up with something thoughtful. There's energies here that you lead this connection, okay, for a lot of you. And so maybe you do take the initiative when it comes to date night. Maybe you are the one that makes the calls and, hey, let's do this. Let's go out. I think they're liking that for a lot of you. And for others of you, I definitely pick up the energy of you shown this person effort, and what they really want is for it to stay exciting and to stay sexy. Maybe you keep it sexy with them in an intimate way, right? It's fun. It's always, they never know what to expect from you. And again, there's something about, please don't lose that, right? Because as we start getting closer, as we start getting more comfortable, as we start to ascend in this relationship, I don't want us to fall off, right? It feels like you're everything this person wants, Nine of Cups right now. And it feels like if there's any hesitation to take things to the next level, you're dealing with somebody who has a fear that if that happens, the spark won't be the same, the love won't be the same, and then they'll feel tricked. Like this wasn't really, it was just to get them, or it was just something that it was not sustainable, right? It'll sort of put a little hole in what they feel is this just random analogy, their balloon of excitement when it comes to you. So this person feels like you're everything they want right now with the Nine of Cups here. I feel like what they really want from you is a sexy, passionate relationship, and one that always has those elements to it, right? With that Eight of Pentacles. If you are like connecting to somebody and it's a new person, or you're online and there's somebody who's been messaging you or something, this person wants to like meet you in person or see more of you. They want to see you on the job or something. What they really want is to see you in your element. Maybe you told them you paint. Maybe you told them you do something, you make jewelry, right? You do something that they find very intriguing and they love. They want to see you in that element too. What do they really want from you? The Knight of Swords, okay? This is more of that excitement that they're feeling with you. They want this to continue. This is somebody who wants it to stay passionate, right? They want it to always be like, maybe you change your hair a lot. Just superficial things that, or not superficial, cosmetic things that you do where you change your look. Sometimes you're giving like skater, other times you're giving like, you're elegant. Maybe there's just different vibes you pull off. Okay. You're always like, you're unpredictable here. And so this person, what they really want from you is for you to keeping them excited. That just feels like a very strong energy coming through. You put a lot of effort into your relationships. And I feel like what this person is saying is that I feel you taking extra special care to take care of me, to keep me invested. And they feel like they, they want you to keep that energy, basically. I don't need to, but I feel like I want to clarify this. What's this Knight of Swords? You have a Libra here. It's the Lovers. Yeah. This person likes when you switch it up. They like when you are spontaneous here, when you're just coming up with things to do. Maybe this can even be about you just randomly send them a picture or a video of you. Whatever it is you do that keeps it nice and the sexiness heightened here, they're like, don't stop. Right? What does this person really want from you? That Lovers is saying they do want to take this relationship to the next level, and attraction has already been established. A chemistry has already been established. Now it's time to work on deepening that bond, because that's the one thing the Lovers lack, right? They like each other. They're getting to know each other, but they may not have the years that, say, a Two of Cups or a hierophant energy gives off, right? And so now it's time to deepen the bond. That's what they really want from you. So family in reverse. So look, I feel like what's coming through is that your person may, we already pick up, there's like a little bit of a reluctance for them to commit or go to that next level, even though they feel like those are the next steps, because there's energies here. It'll change, right? The fire dies down. It's not as exciting. It's not as fun. My interest isn't kept here. And so there's something about introducing maybe kids or moving in together to the picture that feels like something that, no, let's not do that just yet, right? I like how we are. You guys may have somebody who is very comfortable right now, okay? However you feel about that. They could be very comfortable with things as they are. And so I feel like the family thing comes through is a lot of you, maybe dealing with somebody who's like, let's hold off on kids, marriage, meeting families right now, moving in together right now. Some of the more serious things, right? That family in reverse feels like what this person really wants from you is you. Just you. They don't really want what comes with that external to you at this time, right? I feel like there are some of you that may be ready to introduce this person to your child or to your kids. They don't feel like they're ready for that. That's just a little bit of insight into your person, right? Even if they're like, I want this, you may notice that they're stalling or they're never available. They don't want you to feel like they're avoiding this. They may feel like this is ultimately going to happen because they want to be with you, but there's something about it happening too soon for them that feels like they don't want to mess things up, right? They want to still keep building a stronger bond with you. All right. What is this family in the reverse for what they really want from you? Somebody's person, or there may be a few of you here. This person, what they really want from you is to, I feel like with the family in reverse, there's a dysfunctional family here. They don't want you to meet that family, or they know that you go through things with your family. They're not ready to meet them yet. It's not just about kids. All right. Temperance, right? Until things are better, until things are healed. Okay. This feels like special message for someone specific. You've already told this person, maybe you have a really kind of up and down relationship with mom, right? With an older sister who acts like your mom, right? Or it's just somebody, right? Maybe a feminine energy here that it feels like your person, what they really want for you is to heal that relationship before you introduce them to it. Okay, that feels so specific. But outside of that, it feels like this person is saying with time, we are going to have all of this. We're going to have marriage. We're going to move in. We're going to have kids. We're going to do all of that. But right now, just let me enjoy you as the individual, getting to know you, strengthening my bond with you, with temperance here. All right. For some of you, what you may feel is that this is somebody that you're getting back into it with, right? Maybe you guys separated. Maybe you've been broken up for a while. What's to come or what's happening right now is things are going well. And so that is something that it feels like they really want from you, to keep the peace right now, to keep things in harmony and in unison between you right now before you guys start taking other steps. What's temperance? You have a Sagittarius here, Gemini showing up. 7 of Cups. Okay. So what this person really wants from you, I do feel like the 7 of Cups in this energy comes through as they want to keep, not their options open, but they want to stay open to all the possibilities, right, of your relationship and how it plays out. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who's either not very traditional, or who it's going to take a while to get them to sort of come to the ideas that you have. This could be, you have different religions, different cultures, different ways of looking at relationships, right? And so it's already been a change for them to connect to you on this level. It feels as if they're open to doing more for you, but they want to make sure you guys pace yourselves here. All right. What's the 7 of Cups? I really want to know what this is. All right. For what they really want from you. Yeah, they're falling more and more for you all the time. Knight of Cups here confirming that this person actually is thinking a lot about taking this to the next level, whatever that is for your connection, right? And so I think what they want is just, to make sure you don't rush into anything. I definitely picked up with that Knight of Swords. They don't mind kind of the pace that is going, especially if it's like, you know, you met and instantly kind of like liked each other, and then you started, you've seen each other every day since, or, you know, those relationships where you're just like always together. They like that part. But I think, again, they're saying to themselves, this has so much potential that I want to make sure we don't skip any steps here, right? I want to make sure we kind of savor what's happening, because this person is either already in love with you, they really like you, or they are falling in love with you. This isn't about desire, this Knight of Cups. This is about opening the heart. This is about feelings. This is about love. This is about strong okay. If you've met someone a few weeks ago, they're really starting to go, I think I think I'm feeling something more, you know? And for those of you in a connection, this person, again, there's established feelings already here. Something about that next level scares them a little bit, but they're willing to go this path with you. They just want to make sure you guys don't lose any of the spark and the magic you have. So what this person really wants from you is fun, right? There is a playfulness in your relationship already. You guys may joke a lot. You may just have your own inside stuff that you just, you know, you just connect on. Maybe you send each other memes. Maybe you just have just like a really good relationship with one another, right? They like it. Again, they want more of that. You make them feel good about themselves. They're hoping that they do the same thing for you. The fun is about, let's see. Thank you so much. Why do we have fun here? For what they really want from you. The fun feels like it's about just being with you is fun. Being with you on a stormy night and the lights went out in the dark and we find a way to have fun. Being with you, you know, on a day in the park where nothing's going on, but we're walking the dog. Like anything is fun for them, right? What's fun here when it comes to being with you? Yep, the Fool. You bring out their youthful nature, the sun. You really make them happy, okay? It's very much here that this person feels like you are next level happiness. You bring a lot of pleasure to their life. For those of you that have experienced intimacy with this person on multiple levels, they're satisfied, okay? You definitely make them feel heightened senses of intense emotions in this energy of the sun. Their youthful energy comes out, very playful connection, I feel. What this person wants is for you guys to have a true new beginning in both of your lives, right? Maybe they are divorced. Maybe you just got out of a 10-year relationship. What they want is for you all to start over together or to have a new life together. Aquarius, Pisces is here. Why is the Fool showing up with fun? The Seven of Swords. So this feels like sneaking away. All right. Now it's interesting that I mentioned married. I'm going to say I have been picking up that somebody here is married. It's I'm very careful about how I point out, energies, because it's not the bulk of you, but there's a strong energy here that somebody here is married. And so, you know, I kind of got it with the family in the reverse. But sneaking around with you or being with you is fun because the marriage feels like a prison, or the marriage that they're in or that you're in is no longer enough for you. And so being with this person is what brings out all of this joy here. Yeah, because the Two of Wands has been showing up and it's here again. So let me just go ahead and say what it is. For some of you with the Two of Wands, is coming through that this person is, what they really want from you is for you to fully convince them to leave somebody, or for you to make it so clear to them that you guys have a soulmate connection that they do end up sneaking away and leaving a relationship. That's just for some of you, right? I know that there will be those of you that's like, it's not a third party. I'm not saying that, right? What I'm picking up is that there are those here, and I want to make sure I talk to them too, because it's not just about, you know, the non-third party people. This person is strongly considering leaving someone for you. And so what comes through is that the reason they can't start a family or don't want to do that yet is because there's already a family unit here that has to have some, that they got to like figure out before they start this with you, but they do want this with you. Okay. they look at it as fun. You hear sometimes people who are having affairs all the time say, it was exciting. It was a thrill and sneaking around type energy, right? It was a thrill getting away from a relationship that I didn't want to be in and being with somebody that I wanted to be with. So I just want to let those people know I got your situation. I feel that, and I feel like your person really wants to be with you. All right. I would say it if I felt like, this person ain't leaving, you guys know. It comes through that it's like that sometimes, but this person specifically has such a great time with you and enjoys you so much. They do feel like you deserve more of them. And that means a decision is very soon to come. Two of Wands. And so romance, what this person wants from you. And because these are wants, let's just be honest. They want fun. They want flirtation. There's a feeling they're held back in a sense, right? And so the reason they could be held back is that other relationship. We've also tapped into, there are some differences culturally, religious differences. There are some differences in lifestyle here. And so something about you feels like it is not the norm for this person, or it is something exciting and passionate and different. And that's what they want more of. They want romance. This person really wants a nice, standard traditional restaurant date night, candles lit, or they want to come to your home, rose petals, the whole thing. I feel like they've imagined those scenarios with you. They feel like if there's anybody worthy of that, it's you. What's romance here for what this person really wants from group 3? There it is, the Hierophant. They want to be married to you. They want this relationship with you. You make them happy. The Sun. Some of you, this person may be saying, you make me feel young again, or you make me feel like, like happy again, like I was in my youth. They may be older than you. There could be an age difference, but you're bringing out a side of them that feels like it does ultimately want to invest and commit to you. And what they're experiencing is enough to show them that this is probably soulmate. This is probably going to head to where they feel it's going to head. And that's why they don't mind pacing themselves. Taurus energy showing up. Why is the Hierophant here? Justice. I saw those 2 swords. I was about to say the 2 of Swords, but Justice. This feels like marriage. This person wants to have a romantic marriage with you, a romantic wedding. Somebody here, maybe a Taurus, maybe a Libra, has talked to this person about a wedding. Yeah, what kind of colors you want at your wedding, or what do you want at your wedding? Do you want a destination? Do you want I feel those conversations have taken place. And for some of you will take place very soon. There's a person here who's very interested in knowing what your views about marriage are very strongly. They have witnessed dysfunctional marriages. They have witnessed personally relationships and marriages that were not as exciting as fun. And so they want to know from your perspective, what do you want, from your marriage and your wedding and your union. So this person really wants to be with you, Justice, and they want to do it in the right way. Okay. There's that. Okay. The Hierophant with Justice, there's a sense that some of them feel as if I'm doing this kind of out of order. You know how you have traditional people, or people who, everybody has their own order that they are, that they feel most comfortable, right? Some people feel more comfortable moving in before they get married. Some people don't move in together till they get married, right? And so this person had an order of ways they wanted to do things that's being kind of uprooted through this connection with you. They still want a little bit of that tradition, but they're okay with things happening kind of out of order here. Because it feels like for a lot of you, that's how it kind of started. You did things out of order in their opinion, but that's okay. And memories. This person wants more experiences with you. That's what I picked up for each and every one of the groups that got this. They want more experiences with you. They want to document these experiences. This person wants to show you on social media for some of you. As I told one of the groups in, memories, they want to capture your moments, and they may want to show them off as well. Clarify memories. Okay, let's do that again. King of Pentacles. This person wants to treat you out. This person wants to treat you to trips. They want to take you all over the world. That is a very strong message that just came through from this King of Pentacles. A lot of you, I strongly feel you have someone who wants to marry you or has considered strongly, okay, strongly being committed to you in a very serious way here. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. What's memories with the King of Pentacles for what this person really wants from you? Judgment. You are a soulmate. This person feels like they have something very one of a kind and special with you, and they want to make it work long term. This is not your standard typical, oh, we just like each other and we're just going to see each other for a while. No, they're saying I'm most likely not going to connect to somebody on this level like this. This is a very rare opportunity. And so I want to be as serious with it right now. This person really wants to be with you. This person really feels like you are a part. I'm telling you, for those of you where they have to make like a decision about a life path, right? I can't continue on the path that I was on. Let's even say this is about distance and they live somewhere separate from you. I don't know that I can continue at this job because I'm connecting to this person and I want to live close to this person, you. And so there's some major life decisions happening with just judgment, but yes, justice as well, right? They want to do things the right way, but they also want to do things now. They want to make things happen. They want to start like doing what needs to be done in their life to be with you because they love this experience they're having with group 3. Okay. So in the extended, I'm going to take a look at what they think you want from them. I'm going to take a look at what they want to happen between you and them, group 3. And I'm also going to take a look at advice when dealing with this person. Okay. So pretty good reading here. Curious to see what comes through in the extended for you and this person. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I do appreciate you all. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, make sure you check out the details in the description box. And for those of you that are needing more insight into this connection with this person, including advice on how to deal with them, I am headed to the extended to see what comes through. Talk to you all soon.